economics in economics. Okay. So here consumption of goods and services, production of goods and services, exchange of goods and services, then distribution of goods and services. Okay, distribution of goods. This is the definition of economics according to Oxford Dictionary. Okay, so this is the definition. Goods and services common, we dealt it. Goods and services nothing but economy. Economy consumption, economy production, economy exchange, economy distribution. This is the definition of economics. Just we refer only economy. I think it's clear? Yes, one line. According to Oxford Dictionary, Oxford Dictionary, economics means consumption of goods and services, comma, production of goods and services, comma, exchange of goods and services, then distribution of goods and services. These are the 4 words. Nah? Yes? Okay. So here, this is a definition of economics. What is the need of knowing the definition of economics means here? We get some clarity, right? Okay, right. Consumption, production, exchange, distribution. Yes, goods and yes, this is economics, isn't it? So here consumption means using of to fulfill our wants. You sat in the class to get the economy. This is a wish, your goal, your desire. That's why you sat here. Consumption means using of goods and services. If you use more goods and services, your life expectancy will be increased. You see here, 1947, our life expectancy, it was only 32 years, isn't it? Now, 2024, 70 years. The Indian citizen life expectancy has been jumped from 32 years to the reason? Isn't it? For example, at 1947, if a person gets the disease, he dies, that's all. But now vaccine is a good, isn't it? Why life expectancy has been increased? Because of vaccines. Okay, that's why here we need to enjoy with more goods and services. Thereby, your life expectancy will be increased. For example, 85 years in Japan than us. Why? Because they are having much more goods than India. Simple. It is a developed country. All developed countries having more than 80 years of life expectancy. Why? Because they are having stronger economy. They are having, yes, economy nothing but, I think it's clear. Okay, right. Consumption over. Consumption means direct using of, that's all. You see here, to use the goods and services, initially they need to be produced. Then next action, production. Production of, who produces? Who produces? Yesterday I dealt it. For all fact, yes, that is, the word is FOP. Factors of production can produce the goods and what were the factors? Land, labor, capital, organization. Simple. We need to develop linkage, then get passion, isn't it? In such a way, measures are taken. Don't be confused. It is very easiest subject, as I told you, but the way of reading should be changed. That's why chair is produced by the land. Why? Because raw material came from land. Labor. Labor means here work. Work means done by worker. He can change the raw material into chair, na? With the help of machinery, capital, organizer, assemble, technical knowledge, right? I think it's clear? Yes. So whatever the good you opt to produce, you needed 5 factors assistance. Land, labor, capital, organization. These are the 4 essential. If you wanted to produce qualitative goods, you need to add one more factors of production, which is technical knowledge, also named as science and technology, research and development. I think it's clear? Yes. Production. So production of goods and services, China relied upon production of goods lot than services. India, services than. That's why our economy seems weaker when we compare with China. I think it's clear? Yes. Both are important, of which goods are so important than, I think it's clear? Exchange. Third one, exchange. Okay, just one line, over consumption. Yes. Why? Because in further class I am not going to explain anything. Yes. Why? Because, okay, using of goods and services, using of goods and services, using of goods and services, named as consumption, named as consumption, named as, okay. Then next, production, okay, okay. Making of goods and services, next word, making of goods and services, making of goods and services, renamed as production, renamed as production, renamed as production, which can be done by, which can be done by factors of production, isn't it? Factors of production, factors of production, which are one by one you write, which are one by one you write, one by one. Number 1, land. Below that, don't write sides, below that, land. Below that, labor, labor. Below that, capital. Below that, capital. Below that, organization, organization, organization. Then last one, technical knowledge. These 5 can be named as factors of production. You see land, wrote like this, equal to, what is given? Rent, rent, like this, you write it, okay. So here land equal to rent. Why? Because rent is given as its remuneration for its participation in production process. I think it's clear? Yes. Then labor, labor equal to wage, labor equal to wage, labor equal to wage. Then capital equal to interest, interest, capital equal to interest. Organization equal to profit, organizer equal to profit, because they claim profit. That's why they are involved in production process. Okay. Technical knowledge equal to royalty, royalty. I think it's clear? Yes. Clarity. Okay. Right. These are the 5 factors. Right. Okay. So next, exchange, exchange. Okay. Right. One line. Giving and taking, giving and taking, action which is done, action which is done, the place named as market, the place named as market, the place named as market, also renamed as exchange, also renamed as exchange, exchange. Okay. You see here, right, here market in a market nothing but exchange, having buyers and sellers, okay, sellers selling of, yes, buyers taking of, yes, the place named as either market or exchange, isn't it? Right? Okay. So exchange or market may be domestic, may be foreign. Maybe domestic, maybe foreign. State to state movement of goods, services, domestic market. Okay. Okay. From country to country, goods are moved, named as international markets. Either national market, international markets. But without market, we can't exist. Isn't it? We can't exist. Why? Because neither a person nor a country is self-sufficient. Every country depends upon others. Why? Reason? What might be the reason? Yes. You see, for example, just have to give, you see, okay. For example, India is the populous country. Okay. We are not having petroleum products. If you dig out a hole, water comes, not petrol. The geographical disadvantage, that is geographical disadvantage. If you dig out a hole in Saudi Arabia, petrol comes. That is geographical advantage. It is understood that. It is understood that. Okay, you are not given all goods by your land. Some goods only given by the land. Rest goods are, yes. For example, POA. 80% of the need of the Indian petroleum products are imported. For example, we needed 100 liters, of which 80 liters imported, because geographical, not advantage, desert. So here geographical disadvantage leads to import. Am I correct? Import. But to get imports, you need to have dollars. But we mint only rupee, not dollars. To do so, what we have to do? We need to export something from our country. So here, yes, exports. Okay, exports. Initially imports needed, finally exports, yes, ultimately market. We can't avoid the market, international market. This is named as EXIM. Means EXIM, exports, imports, international market. This is a basic. That's why India moving towards free trade agreements with many countries, with Oman, with the UK, with the EU, with the SK. Why? We can't live. We can't live. Okay, so that's why here national market important, international market important. So first we face the problem of GD, geographical disadvantage, leads to imports, finally leads to exports, ultimately EXIM. Yes. So the importance of EXIM explained by one person named as Adam Smith in 1776, free trade. He explained free trade. So what he told, no country is self-sufficient in the world, you need to develop trade. If you are in the closed economy, you can't develop. The word given by Mr. Adam Smith, father of economics. In which year? 1776. But world countries came to know the fact. In which year? 1995. Why? Because WTO started. WTO, did you? World Trade Organization. In which year is installed? 1995. The motto of the WTO, free movement of goods and services among the nations. Actually, he explained in 1776 itself. To delay. Ultimately we realized. In which year? So, is trade needed now? Needed. Basic? Badly needed. For example, we are the leaders in the making of jewelry, but not having gold. Gold is imported. Gold is imported. We are leaders in pharmacy, but the raw material which is used in pharmacy not having, then imported from China, isn't it? So it is understood that no country self-sufficient. Then eruption of market, maybe domestic market, maybe international market. That's why WTO started. The motto of the WTO, free, not a movement, free movement of goods and services among the countries. This is the motto of the World Trade Organization. I think it's clear? Yes. Okay. Exchange. Okay, that is exchange. One line. Right? Exchange. Okay. Adam Smith propounded free trade. Adam Smith propounded free trade in 1776 because no country is self-sufficient. Because no country is self-sufficient. Full stop. Free movement, MOVEMENT. Free movement of goods and services. Free movement of goods and services among the nations. Treated as international trade. I think it's clear. Okay. Right. So market, nothing but exchange of goods and services. Right? Okay. Economics definition we are dealing. Production over, exchange over, then distribution. So what is distribution? Okay. You see here, those who are involved in the production process are distributed remuneration named as distribution. For example, land is given, rent. Labor is given, capital is given, organ is given, technology is given. All five can be also named as national income. Right? One line. The remuneration of factors of production, renamed as distribution or national income. I think it's clear. Yes. So you felt the difference between economy and economics. We are going to read about only economy, not economics. I think it's clear. Yes. So that's why here the area economics is given Nobel Prize. Why? Because the happiness of the people lies with economics. For example, Indian citizen moving to America because American economy stronger than Indian economy. In order to increase his livelihood, okay, he is moving. If you wanted to stop that brain drain, what we have to do? We should try to develop our economy. That is the solution. I think it's here. Yes, this is economy and economics. Yes, words finish.